have done since the very first Cebu exhibit started last year in the midst of the doom and gloom of COVID-19. This was perhaps in this area, this was the brightest spot because the other shops had not yet opened. It was dark all around, but we refused to let the fire in every Cebuano heart die down. It continued to burn brightly sama sa atong Garbo pagka Sugboan. And when, after a series, because Secretary, we have this for every congressional district. There are 7 congressional districts. All the 7 had already had their first round last year. This is now the second round. But when the first district decided to choose its theme, because every district has its own theme, perhaps they had some kind of inkling that of all the 7 districts, it would only be the first district that would be graced with the presence of no less than our Secretary of the Interior and Local Government himself, Secretary Benhur Abalos. You see, Secretary, that is what Garbo sa Sugbo says. The first district is proud to have you as our very special guest. Of course, our very pretty and very hardworking. Already she has filed several bills in Congress. Our first district, Congresswoman Rhea May Gullias. The Undersecretary of the Department of Tourism, who has served us superbly here as our regional director. And now, since he's now based in Manila, he has come back just for this, our Cebu First District, Garbo sa Sugbo. Undersecretary Shalimar Hopper Tamano. Our provincial board members, the regional director of the DILG, who has also been a most effective and very cooperative regional director of the DILG, even during the times when we did not see eye to eye with the national, but regional always helping us, always supporting us. Agi, Leo, Rovella, our mayors that are here from the first district as well as from the other districts. In fact, ang uban, nilabang patmito kalaw. Some of them even coming from our islands, from the farthest island of Pilar. Mayor Winky, Santiago is here. San Francisco, Camotes, Mayor Al Arqueliano, and Tudela, Mayor Jojo Solante. They are here because they will already support One Cebu. May I make special mention of our first district mayors who have worked very hard together with our tourism officers to put up these booths that we see here today. Of course, Mayor Samsam Gullias, Mayor Maita Tanoy. Ang pinakabuutan na mayor sa tibuok probinsya, Mayor Balundong Bacalcos. I said he is the most saintly. Mayor Rajib Enan. Mayor Patrick Barcenas. And Mayor Val Chong. We also have a mayor coming from the island of Bantayan. Mayor Romy. Mayor Romy Villasiran. All of our other city and municipal mayors, our tourism officers, and the other officials coming from the different LGUs of the province of Cebu. Sa mga usapa maayong mundo. What else can I say? It's been such a long journey. Yes, there were times when we thought that there would be no light at the end of the tunnel. As we steadily were fed the growing and increasing figures of COVID cases, as we were given guidelines, rules to follow, and we saw businesses closed down, we saw jobs lost and livelihoods lost. It seemed at that time that hope was gone. But being Cebuanos, we refused to lose hope. Subuanon gupta, Garbo ko dato mga Subuanon ta. Taliwala sa tanang kalisod, taliwala sa tanang hagit, ang Subuanon makanunayon nga mubarok. Mubarok, maningkamot o muingon, ako kayong buhaton ang tanan. Kaya aron kiningatong yatubang karong kalisod, atong maputan, dili lamang alang kanato, alang usab sa atong mga pamilya. Kung ginha nato, kitaan, we united, we came together, as Sugboanos always do, in times of crisis and difficulty. We, Cebuanos, stood up as one with our mayors in the province of Cebu. There was one vision, one direction, no confusion. Nagkahiusa ang tanan kung unsay angay buhaton. And we were the first to declare, enough. We can no longer go on with all of these restrictions in order to preserve lives, but in the middle of this, lose livelihoods. We have to achieve that delicate balance between lives and livelihoods. Kay ang kinabuhi ng kinahanglan usab o panginabuhi. To be sure, ours was a lonely voice, often running in conflict with the general policies. But as your governor, I considered it my primary responsibility to look after your benefit because you trusted me. You elected me. You put me into this position to see to it that in times of difficulty, in times of crisis, the greater good or the greater number must always be upheld. O mas daghan niya tutura ang naglisod tungod sa mga pulisiyang nang hinubra usa niingon ko, igog na. Tabangan ta ang mga Subuanon. Maningkamot ta. So here we are today. In spite of the pandemic, in spite of Typhoon Odette, or perhaps of COVID-19 and because of Typhoon Odette. It tested our strength, our determination, our resilience, and so we were able to show the very first province to declare Cebu is moving on and moving forward, now soaring to even greater heights of progress and development. That is because we are Cebuanos. Garbo sa Sugbo. Garbo nato na kita mga Sugboano. Daghan tayong salamat, Secretary Jennifer Abalos. We feel so honored, so privileged that for the first time, after quite a long time, our Secretary of the Interior and Local Government is here with us to appreciate what we are doing. Because Secretary Abalos understands local governance, having come from the local government unit himself. What a big difference a new appointment can make. We thank President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. for having chosen brilliantly to head the Department of the Interior and Local Government. You see, the key words, local government. It was a brilliant choice that he chose someone with the proper experience of local governance, so that our secretary, instead of working against us, will work with us. Local government units. Daghang salamat, tingnan namin yung preparasyon. Panghinaot ko nga dako-dako ang inyong halin sa musulod ng tulo ka adlaw. O sa kanunay, Subuanon, kita mapasigarbohong mudikaran sa tibok nasod. Subuanon mi, garbo namo na kami Subuanon. Kami, aniya, sa numero 1 probinsya sa tibuok nasod, ang pinalangga natong Sugbo. Daghang kayong salamat, maayong punto.
Daghang salamat, Gobernador Gwen Garcia.